being here. I know Major Mathews, this is a special day for him. He and I are some longtime friends, and I think the best part of being in the military is, and it's great to have you, the junior officers here, is that many of the senior folks here in the room know that you've made friends and folks over time, and Bruce has become a friend that I deployed with, and we've kind of grown up a little bit together. So some of the biggest fun I've had when he's told me I get to speak is having him squiggle in his seat, so what stories I'm going to tell from him. And then Colonel Dixon behind me gave me the evil eye and says, "You'll behave today," so I have to somewhat behave. So give you a little background about Bruce. He's a good old Dago from Chicago. Grows up, he's got a great family. He did some time in the reserves and then decided he was going to become a nurse, and started off in the civilian sector, then came into the Army that way, grew up through the ranks, spent some time in Madigan, did some pretty cool stuff and smart teams, and he's got a critical care background. But then he took a sidetrack, and no offense, Colonel Bain, because I admire you dearly, but the running joke with is that Major Mathews decided he was going to become an OR nurse. Now, as a highly educated, qualified, master's prepared ICU nurse, the OR, it's just, you know, instrument, skillful. Not a lot of complicated stuff goes on there, you know. The guy's asleep, don't touch this area, you do that, sit back in a chair, type a little bit. Oh, we're done? Okay, now we're done. In all seriousness, I just had to put that in there, and you asked Lawyer Connie, she's a nurse in Estes, and you have a bunch of group of folks that work as a team. But I will tell you, one of the things that, in all seriousness, is that I've known Bruce for almost about 10 years now, and that one of his solid foundations is that he's a superbly, clinically competent nurse. And all of us know we get our credibility from what we do at the bedside. And he has, when we were deployed, he garnered a lot of respect from his surgeons because they wanted him in the room. He was the go-to guy. So, future advice to you, and as your lieutenants go out to become new officers, become clinically competent. Know your core of what it is to become a nurse, and then everything else, the leadership and all that stuff comes into play. Because if we don't, as you say, if you want to use some slang, if you don't have any street cred, then you're not going to have much value, and the organization is going to look at you different. And then as you become leaders, it's hard to, when you're out there trying to advocate for programs or make changes, or you're trying to implement policy, you can't do those things. And Bruce is the kind of guy that he's at where he's at now. He's gotten promoted, and because of his depth and breadth of experience. And he's also very humble in the standpoint of, for those that know him, he knows what he's doing, and he brings a certain presence to it. Now, we've spent many time together. We've hunted. We've done some fun stuff. We've had plenty of good stories to share, and it's all part of that camaraderie. I thank you for having the opportunity to come and speak. But the greatest part of this is that as leaders get the chance to advance and be recognized for the efforts you do. So that's why we've gathered here today. So, Major Mathews, if you want to come up. And here with him today is his father. Gino's going to, himself has his military history, so if you want to come up, Gino. His longtime friend, Stacy. And we have with us his retired uncle, who is for us in the room that are not Air Force, so we won't hold that against him here. But he was a retired Master Chief, so it's essentially to what we would think is our Sergeant Major, spent 30 years, and is very proud to be part of this process. His sons, Dane and Blake, if you guys want to come on. His other daughter, Sydney, is back in El Paso finishing up school, and she wasn't able to be here with us. So.
Attention orders. The President of the United States has reposed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, valor, fidelity, and abilities of Bruce Mathews. In view of these qualities and his demonstrated potential for increased responsibility, he is therefore promoted in the United States Army to the grade of Lieutenant Colonel. effective 1 November of 2013.
The Army. First, I'd like to do is the distinguished guests. Thank you very much for coming out. I really appreciate it. Bullet class, sorry for holding you hostage. Thank you guys for being here. I wanted you guys to be here to help me celebrate. I'll tell you what, I remember being there, years and years ago, and it's just awesome. The Army, I love it. They're on for quite a while. Wish you luck. Keep moving. Like I always tell you guys, one person in charge of your career. That's you. That's you. You have other people that you want to grab onto, a mentor, and say, hey, I like the way this person does this. Pick their minds, but the one person that's in charge of everything is going to be you guys. So thank you for sharing this with me. Top, thanks. Commanding voice, man. Outstanding. Thank you. Most of all, family. I tell you guys, thank you for coming out. Jim, appreciate you coming in from Chicago. Stacy, friend for 31 years. Outstanding. Thank you. Uncle John and Mike, thanks for coming in from D.C. to me. And of course, my kids and the rest of my family. Chris Jones and Julia, his wife, came in also from Maryland. Tracy, Dave's wife. Sainthood in the future, definitely. Not about me now. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate that. I don't want to hold you guys up. Just the Army itself, there's a lot of good things to offer. All I can do is keep plugging and have a great time. I try to enjoy every day that I can, and I pick the minds of great leaders, and I like the way they do things, and I just kind of grab their shirt tails and say, I like that, I like that, I like that, and try to mimic that. So again, without holding you guys up, I wanted to tell you that in the back of the room, there's some cookies and water and stuff. I know you guys are getting on planes and splits, so just fill your pockets and take off. I really have nothing else to say. Thank you very much.
An officer in the Army of the United States.
In the Army of the United States,
As indicated above in the grade of Lieutenant Colonel,
as indicated above in the grade of Lieutenant Colonel,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance
That I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same.
that
That I take this obligation freely
freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
That I will
And that I will
well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office
discharge the duties of the office
appointed which I am about to enter.
appointed of which I am about to enter. So help me God. What'd you guys do?
This is exciting. We were going to give you the Prayer of the Army Nurse or the Nurse Corps song lyrics, but instead,
Yes. Thank you very much. In honor of our class, and thank you for being a great role model. Congratulations on your promotion.
Thank you very much. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Take your seats, guys. Relax. Yep. I'm going to want to talk, like I said. I'll tie you guys up for everything.
Okay, so I want to come congratulate Lieutenant Colonel Mathews here at the
front of the stage with his family and enjoy some refreshments there. Yeah, grab those cookies, you guys. Hang them out, you know.